Hey guys, it's your boy LOZA. We're back talking about Master Duel, talking about Dark Magician. Today we're going to be showing you all the best cards you can craft to make the best Dark Magician deck, in my opinion. Let's get into it. Alright guys, here is the best Dark Magician deck to play in Master Duel if you want to hit Platinum 1. I do believe the ranks have been reset now. I'm back in Gold, which sucks, but we are going to be climbing up the ladder again soon, and I think this is the build I'll be taking to do it. This build is based on Nico Zebit. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but it's his build. I'll have a link to his channel down in the description. He hit Platinum 1 in the first season of Master Duel using a list pretty much identical to this. I've just changed one or two cards. So if you want to check his out, go have a look. He plays one Eye of Timaeus, and I don't want to play Eye of Timaeus. You can always play it. It's not that bad. I'm instead playing Magicalized. They're both situational, so just make your choice on which one you want to play. And let's get into the card by card. Alright, there's a lot of cards here I don't have to talk about, but to Dark Magician, it's been common in TCG for a long time, playing Dragoon Turbo, that Dark Magician's just played it too. You don't want to see it in your hand, you want to send it off Souls, or you want to send it off Anaconda with Ref, so you don't really want to see it in your hand. In this game state, you kind of do want to see it a bit more, but I still don't want to play it at more than 2. Magician Souls at 3, naturally this is pretty much a copy of Dark Magician, but better, because it's actually, useful. So normally you want to be sending Dark Magician to the grave off this, or your Dark Magician Girl. Into the Hand Traps Max C, this card is just crazy. Like, honestly, if you see this card, you know that you're safe against combo. If you're versing Eldritch and you see this card, well, unlucky. You can at least get one sneaky draw off it when they use the graveyard effect of the Golden Lord. So it's still not that bad, it replaces itself, so it's even fine in control matchups. Magician's Rod, you got to play it at 3, guys. Searches your deck, you love to see it. Ash at 2, you could definitely bump this up to 3. I was just kind of tight on space. I do think you need 3 upstart in this deck, and we'll get into that soon. 1 DMG, you got to play it for that double draw off Soul Servant. Apprentice Illusion Magician at 2. I was playing 3, I've cut it back to 2 just because you don't really want to see it too often. But if you do see Apprentice with Magician Souls, you can obviously make Naruto, which is pretty nutty, because you can go into Ebon and you can go into Zeus, which is really nice. The other cool thing about Apprentice is putting DM in the hand. Sometimes you just need it. And of course, the effective boost in damage calc, which is always nice. Monster Reborn, great card for making the rank 7s or the rank 6s. Or it's just a great way to special back, say, like Anaconda, and then you can go into Selene easily by making that, just having another spellcaster. So Monster Reborn, very good extender, very good for making extra deck cards. Upstart at 3. This is a big one. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but Upstart is staple in Dark Magician. It's essentially a Dark Magician card. And why that is drawing 1 is crazy. Stack with Soul Servant, draw it with Upstart. You can stack Magician's Rod, you can stack Magician Souls, and then Upstart. Boom! You've got into your plays. It's just incredible. Now, normally you do want to stack Soul Servant. The reason being, you would go you'd play Upstart. Your opponent won't hand trap it because it's Upstart, right? They won't Ash it, or you'll know if they have it because it'll give them the prompt. Then you're going to chain Soul Servant. You're going to stack your Magician Souls. Magician Souls effect, sending Dark Magician to summon itself. Cool. Now you can banish that Soul Servant and draw 1. So you actually haven't gone negative in card advantage. It's absolutely insane. And you've got to where you want to go. Your Magician Souls and your DM Engrave. It's just perfect. Now, not to mention, Upstart synergizes well with Circle as well. Circle could see crazy stuff. Circle could see Max C. You stack it on top and go, yo, I'm upstarting into this. Sure, you're going like neg 1 in theory because Circle didn't hit, but bro, Upstart grabbing Max C or something, like, Skill Drain, absolutely crazy. Another thing is you could definitely play Max Skill Drain at 3 here. I played it at 2 because I'm kind of copying the build that Nico played. He clearly likes his 2-obs, and I think that's absolutely fine in Master Duel meta where, like, you're going to be versing different decks all the time, so I think actually having the 2-ob stuff here is better. But when I am playing TCG, I'm a very big fan of 3-obs. But anyway, let's get back to the spells. So we've got 1 Bond and the 1 Dark Burning Magic to go with it. This combo is very simple. You just want a Magician Souls, out your Dark Magician, play Bonds, or you can search Bonds off Rod if you have it. Play your Bond. Your Bond is going to set your Dark Burning Magic as well as summon the Dark Magician Girl. That means on your opponent's turn, you've got a nuke for the field if they don't get rid of Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl, which is really nice. Now, this play isn't that great, but it replaces the TCG play. So the TCG play is Magician Souls and Rod, get summoned to the field, and then you link them into your Anaconda here, and then you send Red Eyes Fusion and summon Dragoon. Now, we can't do that in Master Duel because we don't have Dragoon. He is banned. Big sad. I cry every time. So instead, you're going to go Magician's Rod, search Bond, and you're going to go Magician's Souls instead of summoning itself. Summon Dark Magician, activate Bond. Bond is going to summon our Dark Magician Girl and set Dark Burning Magic. Nice, that's our replacement for the Dragoon play. I don't actually mind that. It's pretty good. Alright, number next. We've got one copy of Magicalized Fusion. Magicalized Fusion is better in TCG once again, but it's here as a blowout card. We can summon Quintet if we need to kind of cheese the game. We can summon Dark Magicians if we have to. That's about it, unfortunately. I do wish we had Dragoon, but they're the only two things we can summon with Magicalized. It does have to summon a Spellcaster. A lot of people forget that, so it cannot summon the Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight. Do not try this, guys. It will not work. Salvation is really good if you have the Dark Magician Girl engraved with your Dark Magician, because every time you bring it back with Eternal Soul, trigger that Selkie and trigger that Salvation as well. Get extra bodies to make extra deck monsters with, to swing with. It's just good. 2 Circle. I'm always a fan of 2 Circle and 2 Eternal Soul. I just don't think you should play them at 3. They're not that great. Dark Burning Magic we already spoke about. Soul Servant at 3. You got to play this at 3. It's the best card in the deck. Ironically, turn 1 it can be very dead and just stack and do nothing else, but it ends up being Pot of Greed every turn, and that's just so crazy. Secrets of Dark Magic, one of the cards I really don't like, but in Master Duel we don't really have a choice, so we're playing it. Here it is, and is it good? It's questionable. It's questionable. But it does help us make the Dark Magicians and Dark Magician the Dragon Knight. Someone was asking how I make this. Well, guys, Imduck is a dragon that you make off linking away Dark Magician. Then you just Eternal Soul back that Dark Magician and play your secrets, and you got Dark Magician the Dragon Knight, guys. Pretty straightforward, but I just clarify that for those who weren't sure. Let's move on to Torrential Tribute. Crazy card. Some decks just can't play around it. Most decks can't play around it. Who can play around this? Not many. It's very good. Imperm 2. Bit of a strange one, but you're just going to see it enough for it to be relevant. Because you got Skill Drain, you don't really need to play them both at more than 2, I want to say. If you did cut Imperm, you'd play 3 Skill Drain. If you cut Skill Drain, you'd play 3 Imperm kind of thing. I don't mind. It's fine. Skill Drain, Imperm helps playing second. And because we have Max C, here's the other thing. A lot of people don't know this. When you play Max C, it's better to play 2 ofs, because suddenly you don't want to see multiple copies of the same card. And like, if your opponent goes through their 20 special summon combo, you're going to draw 20 cards. You want to see different cards, right? You don't want to see the same card. So in that instance, playing 2 ofs is so much better. And I have heard that from a lot of OCG players. Because a lot of OCG players play that 2 of, and some of them are like, that's wrong. Some of them are like, oh, well, with Max C, you can kind of, you know, justify it. And I want to agree. I think that's cool. Ice Dragon's Prison, very good card, very good. Can out Dragoon. Dragoon's not here, but it can out pretty much any problem card. Or you can just take an opponent's card like Golden Lord and say, hey, it's mine now. You don't get it, and then you can just kind of win from there. Skill Drain, this card is crazy. We're getting it in TCG at 3 soon. Absolutely crazy. Play 3, guys. It's nuts. In Master Duel, you can get away with 2 once again. We've got the Max C, and, you know, we've got so many other good traps that we can pair this with that, you know, I think it's fine at 2. But you can definitely max out on this. I'd easily cut out, let's say, even an Imperm would be fine. You could cut Salvation, to be honest. It's not the most important card. Or you can cut another copy of Apprentice for another Skill Drain. I wouldn't mind that at all. You might think Upstart at 3 is unnecessary, so you could always cut one of these for an extra Skill Drain, but honestly, I love the Upstart at 3. It's crazy good synergy with the whole deck. Because think about it, let's say you open Magician's Rod and Upstart. Well, that's Anaconda into anything you like. Because you just go Magician's Rod, normal summon, add Soul Servant, and then you can just go Upstart, chain Soul Servant. Cool. Now you've got your Magician Souls. Like, it's absolutely nutty. And 2 Eternal Soul. I always say play 2. Play 1 or 2. Like, it's not that good a card. If you really want it back, you recycle it with Soul Servant, so it's fine. Extra deck, Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight. I spoke how to summon him. You just got to use Imduck and Dark Magician. Pretty easy. Dark Magicians, you just got to use DMG or DM with any other spellcaster. Pretty straightforward. Quintet, the blowout. It's the backup for if everything's going wrong or the game gets drawn out. You can just summon it and win. Norito, very, very good card when you open Apprentice and Souls. Summoning Dark Magician Girl, you can just make that rank 6 and just attack for free. And if they activate a spell trap, cool, you can detach and negate it. If not, cool, you get a free rank up into Eborn Illusion Magician and then into Zeus, and you're golden. Red Eyes Flare Metal here, if you manage to swing but not quite get game, cool, you can just overlay your 2 DMs into this and you just win. It's great. Link Spider, good for cycling Dark Magician on the Infinite Dark Magician loop. Someone was asking me, what is the loop? Guys, come on. You play Dark Magician, right? Eternal Soul, summon Dark Magician. You can do that every turn. So how do we trigger that every turn? Normally you have Circle Up too, right? In the perfect scenario, you have Eternal Soul, Circle, and Dark Magician engraved, and you're just continuously looping it. One way you can loop the Dark Magician is Magician's Rod effect right after you use Eternal Soul. Tribute Dark Magician, add Rod back to hand. If you don't have that as an option, that's fine. You've got Link Spider. You just link away the Dark Magician on your turn for Link Spider, then Eternal Soul it back, trigger your Circle once again. Now, let's say you've got Secrets in here as well. Well, even better, link away that Dark Magician for I'm Dark, activate Eternal Soul, trigger Circle to bring back Dark Magician, banish something, and then you can slap down your Secret, summon Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight. Very nice. Artemis, you gotta play this, guys. I've stretched this so many times in TCG and Master Duel. This card makes Rod a recyclable engine. Someone asked the other day, hey, you had Rod engrave, and you didn't tribute a spellcaster and you added it back to hand. How did you do that? Well, they just didn't seem to see that I had Artemis on the field. I think they were an old Yu-Gi-Oh player. They don't know what Artemis is. Artemis is a Link 1 monster, guys. You need to link your Rod away turn 1 for this, to get Rod engrave. Rod has this amazing graveyard effect that we haven't been able to completely fulfill until Link format. Before Link format, it was really hard to get Rod off the field turn 1 unless the opponent actually just attacked it. But, like, that's not ideal, right? So, us being able to manipulate it into the graveyard ourselves, so much better than just waiting for the opponent to hit it. So, yeah, thank you, Konami, for the Link 1. Can we get a Dark Magician Link 1, though? That would be even better. Hulk. Hulk is here just to make some tuna plays. Actually, this Hulk is very unnecessary. I've just realized I don't have Effect Veiler in here, so you can't go into Selene. So, actually, cut this Hulk. You don't need it. Play something else. Alright, we're slipping in Big Eye because I can't find anything else spare at the moment. I think Big Eye is fine. Anaconda, questionably a card that's just way better in TCG than it is here. It's also a 1 here, which sucks, but we're only using it to send Magical Eyes in this deck. Now, you could play something like Super Poly, but I just don't feel like it's relevant in this format. But Magical Eyes does mean you can go into Dark Magicians or Quintet if you have the appropriate material in the graveyard, which can be nice. Anaconda's not that necessary though, so feel free to not play it in Master Duel. Definitely play it in TCG though. Black Luster Soldier, the Soldier of Chaos. This card is crazy good. It's a great boss monster for when you can't quite get to Selene, or you can't quite get to Access Code, or you can't quite get to a rank 7 or a Fusion. Don't worry, this card has got you sorted. It comes out on 3k, and if you use Dark Magician or any level 7 or higher to make it, it can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects, which is crazy good. It defeats the Eldritch deck by itself. That is nuts. All you need to do with it is attack into one of their monsters and use the effect to boost to 45. So then you're a 4500 attack monster that can't be just destroyed or targeted. Eldritch can't deal with that, and then you just win from there. Very nice. Selene and Access Code. These cards, you know what they do. You link your Selene, you link into Selene when you have 2 to 3 spellcasters. Cool. Then you can turn them into Access Code, and then you can start popping your opponent's field for free. Absolutely crazy. Love to see it. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me. That is my best Dark Magician profile, deck profile. I think that is honestly the best way to play Dark Magician in Master Duel. If you've got any suggestions or you play it different, let me know down in the comments. And if you love Dark Magician content and Master Duel content, make sure you hit that subscribe. I'll be bringing you all of the Dark Magician and Master Duel content I can. And I'll catch you guys next time.